here in the fields, I fight for my meals. I don't know what it is about a great song attached to a trailer, but let me tell you something right now. If you put a great song attached to a trailer, I am in. I'm in. I'm gonna see it. I don't care what it. I don't care if it looks shitty. If the song is great, I'm gonna go see it. And that's exactly what this thing did. Today we are gonna be talking about the Stranger Things Season 3 trailer that just dropped yesterday. And let me tell you something right now. This show knows exactly how to use nostalgia. They are doing it right, all right? The first thing we see is Dustin come back from what looks like summer camp, some type of trip. I don't know. He seems kind of bummed because there's nobody around to welcome him home. He seems pretty lonely, and he should be. I mean, season 2 ended with a lot of shakeups to the status quo. Mike and Elle became a couple. Lucas and Mad Max became a couple. And Dustin was kind of the odd man left out of that group dynamic, along with Noah Schnapp, who's been through some shit, okay? We see Dustin, he's all alone, and then out of nowhere, his toys start moving around. Stranger things are happening. So when he goes to investigate of what is exactly happening, we realize that it is actually a trick played on his best friends in the world, Lucas, Mad Max, Mike, Elle, and Noah Schnapp, aka Will. I don't know why I said Noah Schnapp. Maybe it's because I liked him in the first and second season. But yeah, his friends are there, and they're willing to welcome him back with open arms. But it goes horribly wrong. And Lucas ends up getting sprayed in the eye with ant spray, it looks like. So that was a really funny moment to kick off this trailer. And then it just gets freaking baller from here, okay? They start playing Baba O'Reilly by The Who, which is a great song. You already know what you're getting. You're gonna get that nostalgia feel, and the rest of the trailer is just all about the summertime, okay? You see shots of the kids hanging out. You see shots of them in their short shorts that they wore in the 80s. It just looks like a rollicking good time for the Stranger Things cast, okay? And I really like that they're actually setting this in the summertime. We already got the first 2 seasons while it was set in school, but to put it in the summertime, it kind of gives us something new already within the setting, how kids behaved in the summer. That's something we have not seen yet from Stranger Things, so I'm excited to see where that goes. But one of the more interesting things about this is that these kids are adults, okay? Like, if you look at that shot of the kids all lined up, they are taller, they are older, they look more mature. And when it comes to maturity, that means things start to change. People start to change. And it looks like that's gonna be a big plot thread through this 3rd season, which should add a lot of drama to the proceedings. I mean, you have Mike saying things like, what did you think? Are we gonna spend the rest of our lives in my basement playing video games? No, we're not kids anymore. And that was something that the show for the first 2 seasons has been built off of. These kids going against these stranger, crazy things, and pretty much them sticking together throughout. But what happens when adulthood, teenagehood, and maturity gets in the way of that? By the end of the season, it forces us to ask these questions. Will they remain friends after their 3rd dealings with the creatures from the Upside Down? That's something that's very intriguing. That's something that we don't know. And that's the best part of the show, is that yes, there's sci-fi happening, there's Stranger Things happening, there's lots of homages and nostalgias and things of that happening, but the core of this show is the friendship between these characters as well as the other characters in the show. We care about them, we care about their relationships, and the fact that they're really throwing in this plot thread into season 3, it kind of raises the stakes for whatever happens, supernatural or otherwise. And to continue on with a lot of the relationships from all of the other characters, we have Hopper and Winona Ryder. I can't remember her name right now, Will's mom. Last we saw them, they were kind of like linked romantically after the death of Bob. Rest in peace, Bob. But we saw that there was a little spark in season 2 between the two of them, and it looks like that would definitely continue on into this, because one of the shots that we see is Hopper sitting alone at a dinner table with a glass of wine, and in the very next shot we see Will's mom sitting with a glass of wine at home, clearly still broken up over the death of her boyfriend Bob. Then we see later shots of him trying to console her, trying to protect her, telling her he needs to know if this is still her home. So we probably might get a big plot thread that has to do with those two kind of realizing their feelings for each other, as well as Will's mom dealing with the fact that she's seen a lot of shit just like her son has. Now here's the thing. Can we talk about this just for a second, okay? At the end of season 2, when Elle finally comes back to the gang and she sees Max for the first time, and she shades the ever-loving hell out of Max because she thought she was trying to get at her man, Mike, okay? She said, Mike is my man. You get out my face. I don't want to deal with you. At this trailer, we see a lot of shots of them actually being friends, best friends, in fact. Because, at first it was just Elle and the guys, and it was Max and the guys, and now it's really cool to see this new dynamic between Max and Elle, and it actually looked like they get along pretty good. I mean, one of the shots is them dancing around in whoever's room it is. It might be Max's room, it might be Elle's room, but they're hanging out like teenage girls often do. And just to see them like going to the mall, going out, like dressing up, like I just want to see more of that kind of like friendship there. So I'm really excited that they're bringing that into the proceedings as well. We see, I can't remember what's the bully's name from last season, the bully with the mullet who beat the ever-loving crap out of Steve. We see him, he's working at a lifeguard, like he's working as a lifeguard, and he's looking pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie, that dude looks pretty damn good. I can see him as a lifeguard. We don't know what he's getting into this season, although that little gash upside down thing that's happening on his arm, you can tell that's not gonna be any good. We're probably looking at him as the bully from It. Can't remember his name, but yeah, we're gonna think that he's gonna get possessed by somebody from the upside down. I'm just guessing. And this being set in summer, you see a lot of summer things, a lot of things that people do in the summer. One of those things being going to the mall. It looks like the mall is going to be one of the biggest set pieces in the show. I know one of the last episodes is named Battle at the insert name of mall here, so you can tell that's going to be a very big set piece. We don't know exactly what's going to take place there, but let me tell you this. It does show one of the best Avengers shots, because let's face it, when those kids are all together, they're pretty much the Avengers taking on the Upside Down. And this shot right here, that is an Avengers shot. Tell me that's not an Avengers shot right there. It's a who's who in the Stranger Things universe of people who's going to take on the Upside Down with a new character. That girl back there, we can call her Quicksilver. All right, let's just do that right now. And then at the end of the trailer, we get a bunch of like a flutter cut of just 80s things, summertime, and Stranger Things, okay? Just cut, and it all leads up to possibly the biggest letdown and the worst thing in the show, which is that god-awful monster at the end of it. Like, the Demogorgon was fine, all right? The Demodogs was cool, okay? Designs were nice, it was pretty scary, pretty spooky. This thing just looks like somebody just said, screw it and give it a mouth. What is that? There's no structure to it, it looks weird, it just seems like somebody just gave up and said, all right, it has teeth and it's slimy. Cool. I really hope that's not the big bad of the season. I really hope that they really still stay with the Mind Flayer and maybe even bring back the Demogorgon or even the Demodogs. It's like the Darth Vader to the Mind Flayer's Emperor Palpatine. Just let that be a one-off, one episode, half an episode, because that thing is, it's ugly. I don't like it. All in all, this trailer was pretty great. It gets me psyched. It's rad. I am super pumped up for it, and I wonder if you guys are pumped for it as well. Happily, it's coming out July 4th, so I know what I'm doing on the 4th of July. So glad it's not coming out on Halloween. So guys, have you seen the Stranger Things trailer? What do you think? Show me your theories. Tell me what you think was going to happen between Max and Elle as best friends. Tell me what's going to happen at that mall. And just as always, I'm a dude in this room talking to a camera. Love you, and